Michael has $10,000 and three Fidelity index funds open on his screen. He has been staring at them for 40 minutes. The question is not which funds it is, how he splits the money between them. Build it one way. $10,000 becomes $398,000 in 30 years. Build it another way. Same three funds, different weights, $239,600, but paying Michael $429 every month in dividends. Same $10,000. The weights are the entire strategy. One of these three funds charges Michael nothing, not 0.1%, not 0.015%. Zero. That is the hook, and the math behind it is worth understanding before we look at a single projection. A 1% expense ratio on $10,000 over 30 years costs $91,600. A 0% expense ratio costs nothing and keeps every dollar of growth. FZROX is the 0% option, and that difference compounds every single year. Three funds, three jobs, an anchor in America's 500 biggest companies, a zero-cost engine covering the entire U.S. market, and a global hedge covering every major market outside America. Three numbers for every fund. Dividend yield income today. Dividend growth rate, how fast that income grows. Annual appreciation, how fast the account grows. Every fund gets graded on all three. Fund 1. FXAIX, the Fidelity 500 Index Fund. The anchor. This is the floor of any serious portfolio and the most searched Fidelity fund for a reason. 500 of the biggest American companies. NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, tech makes up more than a third of the entire fund, which is why when big tech runs, this fund runs with it. FXAIX, 1.06% dividend yield, 6.84% dividend growth, 13.54% annual appreciation, and a 0.015% expense ratio, nearly free to own. That 13.54% is the benchmark Michael measures everything else against. 85% of actively managed funds underperform the S&P 500 over 20 years, while charging 1% or more per year to do it. FXAIX does not try to beat the market. It just is the market at 0.015% per year. Fund 2. FZROX, the Fidelity Zero Total Market Index Fund. The expense ratio is 0, not 0.1%, not 0.01%. 0. Fidelity charges nothing. The fund runs for free. FXAIX covers America's 500 biggest companies. FZROX covers 2,500. The extra 2,000 are smaller and mid-sized companies, the ones growing toward the S&P 500, but not there yet. FZROX, 1.17% yield, 6.5% dividend growth, 13.2% appreciation, and 0% expense ratio. Performance nearly identical to FXAIX. Costs absolutely nothing. That is the entire case for owning it. FZROX already contains everything inside FXAs, so why hold both? Together, they tilt the portfolio toward large cap stability while adding the broader market's 2,000 additional companies at zero cost. Fund 3. FTIHX, the Fidelity Total International Index Fund. This is the one that takes Michael's portfolio outside America entirely, and it is the highest income payer of the three. FTIHX covers 5,000 plus companies across both developed and emerging markets outside the US, Japan, UK, Germany, India, Taiwan, South Korea. Zero US exposure, which is exactly the point. FTIHX, 3.2% dividend yield, 3 times higher than either US fund. 5.8% dividend growth. 7% appreciation. Best income payer of the three. Slowest grower of the three. Both are true simultaneously. The US has had brutal stretches where it went nowhere for years while the rest of the world kept moving. FTIHX is not a bet against America. It is making sure Michael's plan does not depend entirely on one country winning every decade. FTIHX does two jobs. First, it pays the highest income of the three funds, Second, it acts as insurance. If the US hits a rough patch, international markets do not move with it. Same three funds. The weights are the entire strategy. Michael can build two completely different portfolios from these three, and they arrive at very different places in 30 years. Build one growth weighted 50% FXAIX, 45% FZROX, 5% FTIHX. Almost all of Michael's $10,000 is in American growth funds. The 5% international is just insurance, not a meaningful income position. Build one blended numbers 1.2, 4% yield, 6.6, 8% dividend growth, 13.2, 9% annual appreciation. Almost as fast as FXAIX alone, with broader market coverage from FZROX at zero additional cost. Year 1. Build one portfolio, $11,329. Michael's $10,000 grew by $1,329 in year 1. That is not exciting. That is not supposed to be exciting yet. Year 1, $11,329. Year 5, $18,700. Year 10, $35,100. Year 20, $123,200. Year, $3,398,000. The growth is not steady. It accelerates. The later years do almost all the work. The last 10 years of Build One generate $274,800 more than the entire previous 20 years combined. This is why people who quit at year 10 never see what the machine was actually building. Michael, at year 20, $123,200. He invested $10,000. He added nothing. He just left it alone for 20 years. The three funds turned $10,000 into 12 times its starting value. Build one at year 30. Two income options. Dividends alone. $411 a month without selling a share. The 4% withdrawal rule, $1,327 a month, by gradually drawing down the $398,000 account. Build two balanced, roughly equal thirds across all three. FTIHX gets a real $3,300 position, and its 3.2% yield starts doing meaningful income work from day one. Build two blended numbers. 2.15% yield almost double. Build one. 11.25% appreciation slower than. Build one by about 2 full percentage points. More income today. Slower growth over time. Year 1, $11,125. Year 5, $17,090. Year 10, $29,200. Year 20, $85,300. Year, $3,239,600. Build one consistently pulls ahead. The 2 percentage point appreciation gap compounds relentlessly. Build 2, at year 30, pays $429 a month in dividends. Build 1 pays $411 a month. The smaller account pays slightly more per month because FTIHX's higher yield compensates for the lower portfolio value. That is the tension. The smaller account pays slightly more in dividends, but the larger account generates $1,327 a month under the 4% rule versus $799. The gap is $528 a month in favor of Build 1 if Michael is comfortable selling shares gradually. Both builds from $10,000, 3 identical funds. Build 1, $398,000 at year 30. $1,327. Month using 4% rule. Build 2, $239,600 at year 30. $429. Month in pure dividends. One is bigger, one requires less selling. If the market crashes the year Michael retires, Build 1 requires selling shares at the bottom to pay his bills. Build 2 dividends keep arriving regardless of what the market did. That difference matters most in the worst possible timing. Both win. Build 1 makes Michael richer and gives more living income if he is comfortable selling gradually. Build 2 pays him without selling and never depends on market timing to function. One is a bigger pile, the other is a paycheck. The real question, does Michael want the biggest pile to draw down gradually, or a check that arrives without selling? He does not have to pick one permanently. The weights can shift as his life changes. FZROX at 0% versus a 0.5% fund on $10,000 over 30 years. The fee difference compounds to $52,600. FZROX keeps that in Michael's portfolio. Every year it runs for free. That is another year of full compounding instead of fee-adjusted compounding. Add $50 a month on top of the $10,000 lump sum year. 30 becomes $858,000. Add $100 a month, $1.3 million. The $10,000 starts the engine. Monthly contributions feed it. Both matter. Michael, at year 30, $398,000 from $10,000 invested 30 years ago. He added nothing else, changed nothing, touched nothing. 3 Fidelity funds left alone did all of it. 3 funds, combined expense ratio about 0.027%. Michael pays less than $3 a year for every $10,000 in his portfolio. 3 of the lowest cost funds available, 2 of them nearly free, 1 completely free. Turn on dividend reinvestment the day Michael opens the account. Every dividend automatically buys more shares. Those shares pay more dividends. That loop running for 30 years is a significant portion of every projection in this video. 5 steps. Open Fidelity. Fund it. Split across the 3 funds. Turn on dividend reinvestment. Check once a year. Done. 20 minutes of setup. 30 years of compounding. 3 rules for a crash. Do not sell that turns temporary loss into permanent loss. Add more if possible the funds are on sale. And remember the year 30 number. The crash is temporary. The compounding is not. The complete summary. 3 funds, 2 builds, 30-year projections. Screenshot this. 3 funds, 1 decision. $10,000 left alone for 30 years. That is the entire strategy. The complexity was always the enemy. The simplicity is what actually works. Subscribe to Wealth Construct. Share this with someone who has $10,000 sitting in a savings account earning nothing. 3 funds. 20 minutes of setup. Which build would you choose, growth weighted for the bigger account or balanced for the dividend income? Drop it below. And if you already own any of these 3 funds, tell me which one. The real math, always. I'm Professor Alex. This is Wealth Construct. Wealth Construct. The real math, always.